Okay. There, and there. Excellent. So this will be a little trickier than usual. There we go. Not horribly. Just when you're working with spaces like that, you gotta kind of be aware of exactly what you're working with. That's all. Ooh, there's flint in there. Let me grab that. Fill that in with dirt. There we go. Much better. And actually, I can actually move this. I think. No, that was a mistake. God, what am I doing? Need to focus. There we go. That looks good. It's a pretty simple staircase. I found, as you probably saw in alpha, that this design works pretty well. It is a little slow, but it seems to be the most appropriate and pleasing. At least it does to me. I don't know why I just punched out all that. Probably because I was talking and not really paying attention. So that's what, 3 steps? Yep. So now we just keep going until we hit it or hit something. We probably will hit it on the roundabout here. Hopefully it doesn't happen mid-staircase. I hate that. Nothing more annoying. And it hitting mid-staircase. So we'll just dig that. As you can see, I really don't count that much. I just do it by approximation, and then I adjust. That's kind of just, it's just kind of the way I roll, if you will. Wait, is that only 2, or is that 3? Because that's 3. 1, 2, 3. That's obviously 3, but I think that's only 2. 1, 2. Yeah, that's only 2. What the hell am I doing? That's 3. Making mistakes, that's what I'm doing. There we go. Much better. Yeah, that looks more... I think it should be. I didn't quite go high enough. Glad I double-checked that. I knew that didn't quite look right. Alright, so... 2. Happy with that. I'm going to fill this wall in. It's one of the nice things when you're doing this and you run into dirt or silt or something, you usually have enough stone on you to deal with it. Now, I obviously didn't do this very much in alpha. I'm not going all the way to the top here. I'm just trying to get up to the level where the Skybridge is at, so I'm not too concerned about getting all the way up to the top right now. Hell, the staircase might not go all the way to the top. I don't know. I have not decided on that. Right now, my only focus is getting to the Skybridge level. I mean, I have, like you guys have probably noticed, I do have a basic plan in my head. A very basic plan, but I just let it go with it. Doing that allows me to be flexible with it and change stuff when I need to. Since we're trying to work with the mountain or the hill or whatever you want to call it, as shape to form our complexes, particularly. You kind of have to do something like that in order to really make it work, or at least be easy for you to work with. At least that's the way I think of it. Because the more you try to force it, the more artificial it looks. And I know a lot of you guys think this stuff just looks awesome, and I appreciate that, but I am no artist. I just I think on my feet. That's all. And I adjust when necessary, and since my plans are basic, it allows me to easily adjust it and as much as I need to. And also, don't be afraid to change it. There's nothing wrong with that. That's actually a good thing. There we go. So there's another floor. I am really looking forward to the next patch. A lot of cool stuff. The relays is a big deal. The relay block. It's a very, very big deal. That means a lot of rewiring is going to happen for our fort, which is perfect. I mean, some people, those who don't play with redstone very much, don't understand the implications of one block acting as a repeater, a relay, and a delay. I mean, for those of you that have played with redstone or watched me play with redstone, you can understand just how much space that's going to save us. Because instead of, for a lot of these, especially for like delays and stuff, I mean, most delays, in order to work efficiently, take at least a 2 by 3 space. And now it's only a 1 by 1 block. So it's a really big deal. And quite exciting. I'm also looking forward, of course, to the new save format. Of course, I will be backing up save before the save change. It should hopefully make the world saves that I put up for you guys a lot easier. Hopefully, it'll actually make it smaller, or at least more compressed, or something, where I can just put it up, or at least easier to install for you guys. I apologize that I have to split up one archive file into 3 parts, but unfortunately my host is limited, and I know some of you just put it on rapid share or media share or this or that, and I don't like those services. Maybe I'm just too old school, but I just do not like those services. I don't want you guys to get bombarded with stupid ads and crap just to download my stuff. I mean, I have a host. It's nice and free. and they're decent, and I can't complain about a 15 or what is it, a 20 meg limit on the files. I'm just glad I can actually upload it as a self-extracting, and that makes it much easier for you guys to actually to install it. So hopefully this new save format will help with that. It might be a while before we see the API. Obviously, it's not going to be in this patch. I know Notch is supposed to take a rudimentary, supposed to work basically on a rudimentary API, probably just after this next patch comes out, and take it with him to GDC. And so it might still be a couple months before we really see that API. And I've said it a few times in comments, but I know some of you don't hear it or don't read all the comments, so I'll say it again because it bears repeating, that I will not do mods until there is an API. And it's not because I don't trust the patchers or anything like that. It has nothing to do with that. Whoa, is that 3 or 4? That's 3. It's the fact that right now, since there is no API, basically there's a group of people who are deconstructing the code, basically, because the code is compiled for Minecraft, and they're actually decompiling it, basically, in order to get the source code, or at least part of the source code, for the modders to be able to get in there and do their thing. This is kind of necessary in order for these mods to work, and because of that, each little patch can change the code completely. Or just change little things, especially since it's still in development. And oh, look, cool. And when that happens, it breaks the mods. And some of these mods, because of the way they are, when they're broken, makes the game unplayable, or that save unplayable. And the problem is, you know, some of these things can be fixed pretty quickly, and they have gotten better. I will admit that. And they can get fixed pretty quickly, and then sometimes it could take up to a week. I think I've seen. I think the last big update, I think either when it came to beta, or at least the Halloween update, or you know, one of those big updates, it took them a while to get it sorted. Oh, we're here. We're almost here. Yeah, it's just a little lower. Shoot, that's not exactly what I was hoping for. I think we can adjust for it. And that's the problem, because since this is the only Minecraft I have, only world I have, it's the only one I play, I don't want the LP to suffer because of one mod. So in order for me to keep my videos recording consistent and working on this consistent, I cannot do mods right now. As much as I'd like to, I'd love to do Mo Creatures. I'd love to do a lot of these mods to, you know, do floodgates and stuff, because I could do all kinds of cool stuff with that and play around with that. But right now, it's just not a good idea. It'll really mess up the LP, and since there is a mod API in the works, we know it's coming out. We know it will be soon. I'm willing to wait. I think it'll be worth it in the long run, and we'll get more enjoyment out of it that way. Plus, it gives some more time for some newer stuff to come out, and we're already starting to see some mod stuff being implemented. So, like the trees. So, I'm willing to wait. So, for all of you who keep asking, that's why I'm not doing mods right now. Okay. I'm trying to look here and see how I want to go about this. I want this to be the room, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this down. I'm going to whoop that off. I'm going to seal this up like a normal room. I don't know why I just did that. Brilliant of me, right? Okay, so I'm gonna do this thing. We're kind of just gonna I mean, in essence, all it's gotta do is come up like one. Or, who said it even had to come up? Maybe we can just do something like... like this, I guess. And then kind of just have... I'm trying to think of how I want this to work. Oh look, more coal. It's a little bigger than I usually do. I think I'll fix that here in a second. So yeah, that's the deal with mods. Once the API is out, then yes, I will install mods. You can count on it. You can count on it. Alright? But until then, guys, no mods. Much as I'd like to. Ooh, got a cave here. Might have to check this out. Looks like nothing in here. It looks pretty small. Well, that works. We're just gonna steal that up then. So there we go. Kind of doubling. I'll just put some half steps here, I think, for the little lip. I guess that will work. Not exactly perfect, but at least it's a way up and down. A proper way up and down. So that'll work. That's a few floors. I hear a spider. Oh, I do have glass. Good. Alright, let me make some steps. I didn't see any. Of course, I don't think I was quite looking. And I'll throw some of this dirt in here. Gravel too, because I don't want it. Yeah, there's no steps in there. I think I'm going to need more steps than that, though. Ah! Totally messed up the... There we go. I think that'll be plenty. Doot, doot, doot. Yes, Mr. Speeder. Stupid speeders. I did update the texture pack. Of course, as you guys know, I did this at the time lapse. It's the time of this recording. When you see it, Lord only knows. But Quandary finally got an update, an official update. You know, I did do 4 here. Huh. I am kind of going 4 at a time instead of 3 at a time. Oh well. I don't feel like fixing it. I think it's fine. We're not off by much. I want to do half steps there. Let me fill that in. Okay. Whoa, that spider is close. Is there a cave or something up here? Might be. Okay, half steps. Don't need many. Apparently there's going to be wood and cobble half steps. That's actually going to be kind of nice. I like the cobble half step idea. Because I can replace a lot of those half steps that look kind of off in Fort Primary with proper ones. It'll just blend in more with the scheme of things. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So there we go. Okay. So that takes care of that. So now we have our stairway. And it is becoming night. I'll drop this stuff off really fast. Okay. Before it gets too dark. Head into Fort Primary. Oh, sheep! I think we're gonna go out and find some clay. I know it's not the best time to do it since it's like coming night. But I think it's necessary at this point. Looking really good on that flint. Very happy about that. I need to make some new tools. I need to get some wood. So we'll give it some time to get stocked up here. So there's some sticks. I'll make some torches. There you go. Some shovels. Alright, looking good. I'm going to stick this cobble here. Grab some more wood. And I'm going to grab some arrows and some armor. Grab 16, that's fine. I'm just going to take leather. We're not going into a cave or anything. Yes, new armor textures. This is from the Quandary Reborn package, which was made in the stead of Quandary while it was being updated. It's an okay pack. I prefer the Quandary one, but it's got some kick-butt armor skins here, and really fits the Quandary armor, and it looks good. So I like it, so I went ahead and picked it out, and that's this pack. Very cool. Okay, we are ready. So let's head down to the dock. I'm gonna go for a boat ride. So there's a boat. I'm gonna take a drink, and we're gonna go out on a boat ride. I think we'll head towards the nearest desert. Because most of the sandy beaches around us I've already cleared out of clay. So I've heard a lot of you mention that it seems like deserts do actually have clay. So we'll go check it out. It's fairly safe on the water, so let's go. Sorry for the lag. I can't wait for the new save games too. There's a creeper. That'll help the lag tremendously. So if it stutters a little, I do apologize. I also am recording at 60 frames per second to try and help with the sound issues that have been happening recently. And as you can see right now, since it's lower frames per second as it's loading, it causes extra stutters. It's just the trade-off. I've checked all those beaches. I saw no clay. So the nearest desert biome is right back here. So that's the way we're going. And as it's loading and spawning stuff, it is causing a little lag. Obviously, since it's night, it's going to be hard to spot clay. But that's okay. So here is the closest sandy biome. I believe I checked most of this out and there wasn't much there, at least around the beaches. But we'll actually go on to it and we'll go further and see what we can find. It should be day here soon, so that's good. Ooh, there's a zombie over there. Looks like this is going to be our landing spot. And frankly, it does not look very hospitable. But, whoa. Fucker! Where did he come from? Actually, I think, is that clay or is that stone? I'm just shooting. Here we go. There's a spider over there.